Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. We're talking Max Talks box office here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell, and do this breakdown every single Monday of the box office. I also do other movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, movie rankings. I also have reviews of 3 of the top 5 movies at the box office this past weekend domestically. Click that link at the end of the video. Comment down below what movie or movies did you see in theaters this weekend? Are you going to go this past weekend? And what movie or movies you're going to go see this weekend? Like the video, the thumbs up button. Let's talk some box office. This was Oscar weekend, and we finally have our first major release of March since The Batman 3 weeks later, which came in number first, finally unseating The Batman, and that was The Lost City. Yes, another box office win for both Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, but really Channing Tatum, his second big box office hit of the year after Dog. So the resurgence is real for Channing Tatum, and also Sandra Bullock's she is still a movie star in Hollywood. These are 2 bankable actors, and this movie proves that a basically non-IP rom-com, yes, borrows a lot of stuff, including Romancing with the Stone, but this movie banks on their 2 lead actors, and the second win of the the third win of the year for Paramount, but their second $30 million movie or more this year after Scream earlier this year, and Jackass Forever was already a big success for them. So 3 wins for Paramount here to start the year. 30.4 for The Lost City. It was projected to be around 31, 35. So being at 30 is good. It needs to be over 30 for it to be deemed, I guess, a success. But this type of genre is still out there for people, even though people are just banking on superhero films, really driving the box office or IPs. Well, yes, this definitely, as I said, takes a lot from other films. It is it's an original film. And if you have bankable movie stars, money still can be made at the box office. The Batman is in second place, fourth weekend for The Batman, 30.4 for the, 20.4 for The Batman, 44% drop in its 4th weekend, $331 million domestically. The Batman doing very well, does not seem to be hitting the $1 billion mark, but still the Batman doing very well for DC, as Robert Pattinson in his new film with Matt Reeves did very well, the first Warner Brothers film since 2020 to be released exclusively in theaters. So big win for Warner Brothers as they have their new slate as well coming out in a couple weeks. We'll talk about that in a sec. In third place, we had a shocking entry into the list, a movie called RRR, Rise, Roar, Revolt, an Indian film that I heard is over 3 hours long, is playing in just over 1,000 theaters and made $9.9 million at the box office this past weekend. So we'll talk about another international film in a second, but huge win as we're seeing well, yes, we can always talk about how much American films depend on the international box office. It's actually really refreshing that not just 1, but 2 international films are in the top 5 this weekend, including one that I don't think anyone was talking about, but guess what? It made money. Only 1,200 theaters. It was making $7,000 a theater. Just over that, which was the biggest per theater average in the top 5 this weekend, just barely beating The Lost City. So this did very well, an Indian film. Bravo to RRR. In 4th place is Uncharted, still going, 6th weekend for Uncharted, $5 million, a 36% dip, but it is $133 million here domestically, another win for Sony, as they will get their second movie of the year coming out this weekend, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. But Uncharted doing very well. If you talked about bankable stars, Tom Holland has proven that. Whatever it was, 14 weeks, Spider-Man No Way Home was in the top 5, and now 6 weeks. So the last 20 weeks, a Tom Holland-led movie has been in the top 5 at the box office, a huge achievement for the next big star here in Hollywood. And as I said, the other international film in the top 5 is Jiu Jitsu Kaisen 0, the movie, $4.5 million, a 70% dip in its second weekend, but still $27.7 million, again, falling in very similar pathways to Demon Slayer, the movie from last year. But this is the first time on this channel, which I've been covering the box office for about 2 years now, first time on this channel that we have 2 international films in the top 5 box office domestically. So, you know, a lot of these international hits are really huge on streaming services, especially Netflix. It's nice to see people going out to see these films on the big screen. So 2 of the top 5 movies are international. When we look at the world of the domestic box office for this year, The Batman still at number 1 with 331. Uncharted still by a lot at number 2 with 133. Scream is holding at number 3. Dog is at number 4. Jackass Forever is at 5. Death on the Nile is at 6. The Lost City in one weekend jumps to number 7. Jiu Jitsu Kaisen does join the top 10 this weekend. It's at number 8. And Marry Me is at 9. Moonfall is 10. The 355 fell out of the top 10 due to The Lost City. The Lost City needs about $27 million in order to jet into the top 5 box office of weekends, but it's about to get really packed in. We'll talk about that again in just a second. Looking at the worldwide, The Batman is officially the number 1 movie in the world in 2022. It was really battling with a Chinese film for a very long time, The Battle of Lake Changjin 2, but it has overtaken it. 672 million worldwide for The Batman, 330 domestic, 340 international. Again, big win that The Batman is the number 1 movie in the world now for the first weekend. So we'll keep bringing this up every week, but The Batman is doing very well. Uncharted is at number 4 worldwide. It's got 357 worldwide, with 133 here domestically and 223 internationally. 37% of that money of its worldwide coming here in the States. Scream's at number 7, 138 million, with 58% of that money coming here domestically. And Death on the Nile is at number 8, 131 million, with 34% of that coming here in the States. So upcoming weekend, it is now a big month, which is April. We only had really 2 major releases in all of the month of March, but let's break down April as we always do at the beginning of months. This weekend, April 1st, including some showings, I'll be going on March 31st. But April 1st is the opening of Morbius, the next big Spider-Man Sony Universe film. Following the success of Spider-Man No Way Home is getting absolutely crushed by reviews, even though the embargo does not lift until Wednesday night. But Morbius is coming out this weekend. The following weekend, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Ambulance, April 8th. April 15th, we have Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore hitting theaters. April 22nd, we have The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nick Cage film, The Northman, and The Bad Guys hitting theaters April 22nd. So it is a big month of April leading into the summer, which is the first week of May, which is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So this weekend, though, is Morbius. How will Morbius do? A lot more people check it out because of the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, or are the reviews going to be too much for fans to go check this one out in a movie theater? But Sony's hoping for its 3rd consecutive win. Big win last year's for both Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Spider-Man No Way Home. This year, already a big win for them with Uncharted. Can Morbius follow suit? We will see this upcoming weekend. It should be really interesting when we break that down next week. So that's my thoughts on this week's box office. The Batman is at number 1 worldwide. And in the States, it is indeed The Lost City. How long will it hold number 1? Is it just going to be this weekend? We shall see. Please like the video, subscribe. Earlier today, I posted my video of my Oscars reaction, review, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. I put that video out earlier today. Tomorrow should be my Raised by Wolves season 2 spoiler review. Thursday, you should be getting both my March 2022 ranking of all the movies I saw in the month of March, and my Morbius review will be coming Thursday as well, non-spoiler. So that's what's upcoming. This shows every single Monday. I'll see you back here on Monday for more box office.